All things a million. All things a million. All things a million. Tune in, tap in, ride with me on this journey of all things. Check it. I'm returning to the.
Hey y'all, welcome and or welcome back to the All Things a Million podcast. I am your host, A Million Minds, and this is actually episode 6, All Things 2025, part 3. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope y'all ate your greens, your black eyed peas, your fish, your grapes, your cornbread, whatever you do to celebrate the new year. And if you don't celebrate this new year, I'll holler at you in the spring or on your birthday. I'm here for it all. I celebrate all New Year's, and I actually ate cabbage, black eyed peas. I made some chicken wings, some cornbread, and my family came over and we ate and it was chill and they tore everything up. Thank ya. And I actually cooked, now that I think about it, I cooked for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So shout out to me. You know what I'm saying? Pass the torch down. I will take it. Thank ya. But honestly, I give myself a 7. The mac and cheese was good. It could have been better. The Mexican cornbread. So I normally say the holidays is not the time to experiment, but I chose to experiment this holiday, and we just got to go back to the drawing board because I put the corn in the Mexican cornbread. Trying to follow the directions, and I put it in the oven for the appropriate time. I took it out. Okay, toothpick test. Girl, bye. I put it back in the oven. For the same time, still not done. I said, okay, well, what do we have here? Looks like it's going to be an hour, perhaps, before the cornbread is done. But honestly, we could just skip over that. I'll do it another time, not on the holiday. But guess what? By the next holiday, I'm going to have it down. By the next holiday, I'm going to have it down. I'm just going to have to try it again. But let me tell you something, though. Them turkey wings, them chicken wings, the regular cornbread, the white chicken chili. Oh, I ate down. Ate down. And my sister also brought her Switch over, so I played the Switch with her, and she got this slapping game on there. And girl, when I tell you we be having a ball, and let me just say, my pimp hand has gotten stronger. See, you got to come up with your hand at an angle, not straight across, but up at an angle. And if your money too short, you gotta bend that elbow. You gotta bend that elbow. And when you strike it with the flames of 1,000 suns, you gotta make sure that wrist hit that jaw. And don't sit up here and act like y'all ain't never practiced in the mirror. So don't even start lying. Yes, y'all, the game was fun, and we played this cooking game too. And it took me a little minute to get adjusted and how to play it and work the controllers and stuff, because she be on that game all day. I just play seldomly or when I'm over my mom's house. But let me know how y'all celebrated the New Year's, and what you looking forward to. Do y'all have any resolutions? And at the end of the day, you keep stepping up them steps every year, girl. Don't ever get off the steps. Keep going up. So let's get into the album of the week. And y'all, this is the one right here. When I tell you once again, no skips, and that is Come As You Are by Terrace Martin and Kenyon Dixon. Y'all, the song Love Yourself is my absolute favorite. It is my anthem from that album. Not only are the vocals and the instrumentals dope, the lyrics. Start to cherish it so you. Cherish yourself, the mirror is true. Start to run the roses. The magic's in you. Y'all, Stop the chase. It's all in you. Face yourself. The mirror is true. Like what is for you, you don't have to chase, and you also have to face who you are in the mirror and do the work. But yes, the vocals, top tier instrumentals are great as well. Terrace Martin has been making some dope projects and collabs for years, and Kenyon been doing his thing for some years too. And baby, let me tell you, On My Mind by Kenyon Dixon. When you put that song on, you're welcome. Thank me later. And some of my favorites are, of course, Love Yourself, Follow Me, We Maj with Rhapsody. Oh my God, Body and Soul, Come As You Are, and Tyrese is fire too. You know I love a good West Coast dance song. You know what I'm saying? Get the shoulders and the legs moving. Yes, y'all. Be sure to check out that project after you listen to this podcast, and you're welcome. And as promised, we are continuing the list of 25 lessons. We are 10 down, and this is 5 more. This is part 3, and let's get into it. Lesson number 1. Y'all, I am not bigger than the program, and if no other year or moment or time showed me that, it was 2025. When I tell you karma hit me all up inside my head, the back of my neck, lumped up, knots, black eyes, bruises, all of them just got me good. The mirror was there and it was accurate. And in the words of my mom, how you get them is how you lose them. In the words of Iyanla, by way of my best friend Daisha, I love you, girl. But the quote was, and you know I got to do the voice, if they do it to you, they'll do it to me. And in the words of me, if they cheat with you, they'll cheat on you. And lessons learned. I take accountability for the parts I played. I wish everybody the best. And that's just that on that. But it does lead me into the next lesson, which is the who is not more important than what keeps attracting you to the experiences of being lied on, cheated on, the side piece, the drama, the backstabbing, or whatever. If you don't work on the root issue, which is, the lack of self-love, self-care, self-awareness, or, self-sabotage, whatever it is, if you don't work on that, you just gonna keep on experiencing the same things just with different faces. And this was the same situation and some more shit. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but I found myself saying, damn, like this reminds me of high school so many times this year. Like, Pete, this year is a 9 year, and I was in high school 9 years ago. And what you put in the universe is what you get back, and what you don't heal, you are bound to repeat. And mind you, I've seen so many people from my past this year. It was kind of eerie, kind of woo woo, but I needed to let go of the stories. I needed to let go of the experiences, the attachments, the places, the people, the identities. I needed to release my attachments because I want to evolve from the high school me, which I have, but just not enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I needed to grow. I needed to, still learn. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? And in the midst of everything that was going on this year, like, if you want to be a better person, step into this new version of you. Them old stories, them old narratives of, oh yeah, this happened and this happened. Why are we bringing that into the next years, and that happened years ago? Heal from that stuff, do the work, and let it go. Don't create nothing from it. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit in it. Extract them lessons and let it go. And don't get me wrong, I know this is lessons learned, but let me just say this. I also had beautiful moments this year. I got closer to myself. I got closer to God, loving on me more and loving on my friends and my family. I gained some, lost some. It's okay. I did fashion shows. I performed. I started this podcast, stopped, started again. I got back in therapy. You know, I started working out, lost 20 pounds, got my iron up, met great people riding Uber. I had some great full circle moments and beautiful conversations, healing conversations. I started listening to battle rap again, and, I'm really getting back to my roots and listening to that old school hip hop. I'm planting my feet and I'm taking off and I'm grateful. But them lessons and them blessings came to cha-cha. Little did they know I be bursting up a cha-cha. Fell down 4, stand up 5, it ain't a problem. You can't keep a bad down. But in all seriousness, after that karmic reset, after karma gets served to you on that golden platter, don't miss your moment to make things right. Don't miss your I ain't gonna say don't miss your moment, because if you keep going through the same thing, you're gonna get another moment, you know. But this moment that you have now after this year, because I know a lot of people been going through it this year, and if you've been through anything similar this year, y'all, don't miss your moment to really do it right, really get things right. Like, buckle down on that discipline and that consistency, and know that you are well and that you are capable of making things right and doing the right thing. And speaking of, doing the right thing, lesson 3 is I trust myself and I am capable of doing things and making decisions on my own. And of course, you lose yourself when you don't follow through with what you say you're going to do, when you choose people who don't choose you, when you play a part in your own demise, when you ignore the red flags, when you keep wavering or going against what you know to be right or true, when you start to love on a person more than you love on you, or pour into that person more than you pour into yourself, and when you choose to settle, when you choose to run, when you choose to run from the messes that you've made. And it's like you subconsciously telling yourself, I don't trust me enough to do better or to choose better, and I don't trust myself to make the right decisions towards the life that I want to live. And I'm going to keep talking about it and not being about it. You know what I'm saying? And when you keep talking about it and you're not being about it, it's like you subconsciously telling yourself, I'm a liar. I can't even keep my word with myself. You know what I'm saying? I won't even choose me, and it's just a sucky place to be in. You know what I'm saying? You don't realize that you in it until you out of it. Imagine this, y'all, and stay with me. Carter has a dream, and in his dream, Carter is told, do not stay at your current job. It is not for you. It will not work out. Apply for this job. Get your stuff together, focus on you, and all will be well. But because Carter loved this job, didn't always have the best times at this job, wasn't always on time, but Carter was there. Carter did his best, did more for this job than he's done for any job or his own dreams. Carter even had 2 positions. He loved this job. Bragged about the job. The pay was the same as the last job, but Carter liked this job more. Carter loved this job. And instead of Carter choosing to leave this job, Carter stayed. Carter stayed for a good little minute. Had beautiful times at this job. Carter wanted to just throw in the towel, but Carter kept pushing. And then Carter soon realized Carter is not happy at this job, but Carter stayed. Carter loved his job. Carter was overstimulated. Carter cried. Carter was on autopilot. Carter stayed. Carter was angry. Carter ended up getting fired. It didn't go well. Carter is now going with the other job for $400. Alex, Carter good. Carter good. But damn, Carter, you knew. You knew. And scene. But let me tell you something. When you start gaining their trust back, when you start making it a point to not ask for or seek outside validation, when you make that decision based off what you want to do and what when you go no contact, when you put that phone down and you don't respond, when you choose to respond, or when you just make those decisions and it go right, or you make those decisions and it go left, and you course correct and you realize, like, okay, let me do it this way. That's when you learn This when you strengthen that trust muscle with yourself. And when you start to trust yourself more, you start to trust your environment more of like, okay, I trust myself to make good friends. I trust myself to choose a good partner. I trust myself to, choose wellness, that's when you got it. If Carter just had trusted the journey, listened, and trusted themselves to make the right decision and that their journey was going to be well, regardless if you could see it or not, Carter would have been all right. Or Carter wouldn't have had to went through what they went through, but Carter is grateful. Carter is grateful. Carter doesn't regret the work that was done, the love that was given, you know. But Carter had to move on. Carter had to move on, and the job had to move on too. But anywho, lesson number 4: stop seeking outside validation over your own. Do you like it? Are you proud of it? Does it make you happy? Do you feel like you did the right thing? Then what they talking about, okay? And don't get me wrong, you absolutely need people in your corner to tell you that you tripping, that you wrong, people that have no issue correcting you. And I appreciate the people in my life that do, for real, because I'm not always right. And then I be making the wrong decisions, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna also do the same for them. I'm gonna tell you when you're wrong, and whatever. And I'm sure we've all seen what it looks like when a person doesn't have people around them to be like, hey, you're looking a little loony. What's going on? What can we do? Let's get some help. And we've also heard the term, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. And I ain't gonna hold you. I was once a thirsty horse, so I understand. But the horse gonna either get his mouth wet or his tongue cracked, and that's their choice. But anyways, in another aspect of that lesson, I don't know about y'all, but I spent way too much time this year overthinking pics and dance videos and posts because I'm like, I don't want to offend nobody, hurt nobody feelings, step on toes, stomach. My stomach don't look right in this one. And this one ain't get enough shares or likes or like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, I release all of that. Like, it's not worth it. I'm going to do me and the algorithm is going to do it. Okay. And not in a dismissive way of like, dismissing my feelings or trying to logic my way out of emotion, but in a way of my opinions matter. My opinion matters the most out of anyone, and I don't need anybody to give me the green light or approval when it comes to how I run stuff over here. And I owe it to myself to show me that I am my first consultant, that I can be my first consultant. Like, don't ask for validation, ask for help and ask for guidance. Know your worth, but also know when you need to show yourself approved. And, I'm just going to leave that on that. And here we are, lesson number 5. Y'all, I had to learn what forgiveness truly meant, and I had to learn how to actually apologize and keep my dignity and self respect. So, to forgive means to stop feeling angry or resentful towards someone for an offense, flaw, or mistake. And honestly, y'all, trying to rush it actually makes the process way longer than it needs to be. And I realized that I couldn't keep saying I forgive just because I want to be over it, just because I want to stop thinking about it, just because I want to stop feeling mad or sad or upset, because now I'm around you and I've said I forgive and I'm still mad. I'm being passive aggressive, and it's just messy and dramatic, and it ain't got to be all of that. Like, I have to feel that. I have space to be upset, angry, and I have to process it, and I want to process it in a healthy way. I have to honor my feelings and honor the space that I'm in when it comes to certain situations. If I'm not over it, let me get my time And I would do the same to you. And with apologizing, I really had to get out of that habit of apologizing and shaming myself at the same time, because it's like, what are you getting out of that? Because now you feel so much worse about what you've done, and it's just like, okay, well, you feel bad, then and what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't sit there. So apologize and give yourself grace. You don't have to, you know, dog yourself or be shameful. And like, when I tell you I'd apologize and be bawling, I'm like, girl, stand up. You know, be apologetic and, you know, take accountability for where you messed up at, and you know, where you went wrong, and show atonement and all that other stuff. But keep that dignity and your self-respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep that intact at all times. And also, with that, if I don't feel like apologizing, I'm not going to. I am not 5 years old. I'm not giving out a false apology. If I said it, I meant it. If I didn't say it, I meant it too, you know. And, you know, and with forgiveness is, and, you know, they always say, you know, forgiveness is for yourself, it's not for the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, the intention is not to forgive just so the other person could feel better about what they did. Like, no, like, forgiveness is for you to process it and let it go, if you want that person to be in your life, or if you don't want that person to be in your life. And then it goes the same way when somebody is forgiving you know what I'm saying? Like, when you apologize, like, you have to be okay with them choosing to forgive you or not to forgive you, them choosing to be like, hey, I'm gonna move around, I don't want you in my life no more, whatever the case may be, or I want you to be in my life, but just give me a minute. You have no control over the outcome. You just have control over your intention and the words that you use. Recording this episode was so much freaking fun. I always enjoy talking to y'all and yapping away. And make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, send it to a friend, watch the previous episodes, check out the other content on my YouTube channel, and be on the lookout for my full theme song. It is still on the way. Happen every Friday at 12 p.m. And y'all be well. I'll catch you on the next one.